Today's important news, Guru Nanak Jayanti, Kartika Purnami. Guru Nanak Jayanti, also known as Guru Prakash Utsav, marks the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, the first among the 10 Gurus and the founder of Sikh religion. Celebrated every year on Kartika Purnima, Guru Purab usually falls in the month of October or November. It is one of the most sacred festivals in Sikhism, with the devotees across India and abroad celebrating the day with fervor. This year, Guru Nanak Jayanti is being celebrated today, that is on November 5th, that is Wednesday, which marks 556th birth anniversary of Sikh Guru Guru Nanak. Apart from commemorating the birth of Guru Nanak, the day, that is Kartik Purnami and Guru Nanak Jayanti, the day is intended to highlight his teachings on honesty, equality, selfless service and practicing one's faith. The Guru Purab celebrations begin with Prabhat Ferries, the early morning processions. Today morning, they start with Prabhat Ferries, that is early morning processions, begin at Gurudwaras and proceed to the localities with devotees singing hymns. It is being led by Panch Pairas, or the 5 beloved ones. So this is the story of Guru Nanak Jayanti, and this is a big story. For that, you read on that, okay, because it's very important. In UPSC, Guru Nanak Jayanti, Buddha Purnima questions are very important. Certain questions on Buddha Purnima, questions on Guru Nanak Jayanti, they are very important. Next important news, South Korean President Lee opens the way for changes in the privatization structure of state-owned companies. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung directed the South Korean government to change the rules related to the privatization of state-owned companies. He argued that the opinion of the general public should be given importance. Indeed, Lee believed that these properties being sold at a loss. Same, South Korea is now venturing into more and more privatization, selling of government stakes. Lee said that as a leader of Democratic Party, he has tried to control the privatization of state-owned companies but was not successful. So now South Korean president is this. Now he decided to privatize certain state-owned companies. Next important news, POCSO Act being misused in consensual relationships between adolescents. Law forced upon boys, Supreme Court. Yes. Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. Generally, if a male and female goes for adolescents go for a consensual relationship, the act is being enforced against boys. Once parents come to know about the issue, they'll go and book a case on POCSO Act on boy, and girl is considered as victim. The Supreme Court voiced concern over the misuse of POCSO, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, noting that it is often being applied in situations involving marital disputes and consensual adolescent relationships. A bench comprising Justice B.V. Nagaratna and Justice R. Mahadevan observed the POCSO Act is being misused in cases of marital discord and matters pertaining to the consensual relationship between the adolescents. The law is being enforced upon boys. We should spread awareness among boys and men about the legal provisions. So, POCSO Act is being pitted against the boys. Next important news, powerful earthquake hits Russia. 5.8 magnitude quake jolts Kamchatka region of Russia. So, scientists and experts are closely monitoring the earthquakes in Kamchatka region in Russia, because if you see, earlier also, few months before, 8.8 magnitude earthquake hit that same region. That's why the geologists and scientists are now doing research how and why these earthquakes are occurring in the same region, Kamchatka region in Russia. And next important news, special intensive revision. Second phase begins in 9 states, 3 UTs. The Election Commission launched the second phase of special intensive revision of electoral rolls in 9 states and 3 UTs, covering around 51 crores voters, with booth level officers distributing enumerating forms to electorals. You all know that the first SIR, special intensive revision, is carried by Election Commission in Bihar. Now it is SIR 2, and more importantly, this SIR is covering almost 51 crores of population, and Election Commission is aiming to complete it by December 4th. I think it is not that easy for 51 crores of people to complete it by December 4th. We have an article in the Indian Constitution, Article 324, where Election Commission have the duty and responsibility to maintain electoral rolls properly. Coming back, 8 killed as trains collide near Bilaspur. At least 8 persons killed and around 20 injured after a passenger train rammed a stationary goods train near Bilaspur railway station in Chhattisgarh. Rescue operations were underway and train services remained affected on the Mumbai-Howrah route. The incident occurred around 4 p.m. when the Memo passenger train was heading towards Bilaspur from Gevra in neighboring Korba district. So this is bad. Every day we are reading about one accident. Can be railway accident, bus accident, or some other accident. Very bad in India. So avoidable disasters. We could not manage these avoidable disasters. Telangana government sets up AI Innovation Hub. The Telangana government has established Telangana Artificial Intelligence Innovation Hub as a part of state's emphasis on facilitating measures to make most of the growth opportunities in emerging technology. The primary goal behind the Telangana AI Innovation Hub to ensure that by 2035, Telangana finds a place among top 20 AI hubs in the world. The hub will serve as a local focal point for AI-based innovation. It's a tremendous great thing with respect to Telangana AI Hub. Telangana AI Innovation Hub. This is big thing that is coming up in Telangana. See, Supreme Court is focusing now on digital arrest and digital scams. In fact, Supreme Court calls for a comprehensive inquiry into the proliferating menace of digital scams reflect the alarming scale of Indian citizens are being defrauded. So, Supreme Court, yesterday, I read in the news, around 3,000 crores in the recent past, Indians lost from digital frauds. 3,000 crores. At this alarming rate, recently, Andhra Pradesh Legal Department also busted a case with respect to digital scam. Woman from Eluru, she fell into the hands of scamsters and she actually transferred lakhs and lakhs of money to the I don't remember exactly the amount, but she transferred lakhs and lakhs of amount to the scamsters' accounts. And finally, she approached the police, and the case was busted by Andhra Pradesh Legal Department also. So we should be very cautious with respect to these digital scams and digital arrest.